Hello friends, this is Daadreyaa, working as a cyber investigator and research intern at keycybr. Today I am here to explain about social engineering. We can simply call it as a human weakness. So let's get started. So to say simply, it is just a psychological manipulation of human. So it can also be termed as an art of manipulating people, so they give up some information which may be confidential and which should be used for our own purposes. The types of information these criminals are seeking can vary, but when individuals are targeted, the criminals are usually trying to trick you, giving you passwords of bank information or access to a computer, or like they could secretly install some malicious software inside your system. So to say it simply, social engineering can be termed as hacking people. So criminals use these social engineering tactics because it is very easier to exploit, as it's just an alteration in the human behavior. They do not require any special software to do this kind of things. They just need to hack you, to say simply. So it's just due to the foolishness of people like us to believe in the users, or the hackers who do so and thus believe and give everything out of our mouth simply. So the main reasons for social engineering, or we could say the main success factors, are trust, satisfaction and relationship. So when you see this picture, you can see that it's just someone who pretends to be like someone and then extracts the data what he needs. So this involves in a lot of things where this is the main reason for even data breaches nowadays. So generally, for a social engineering life cycle, we could see that for the attacker prepares a ground. He just identifies the victim, who he could attack, who he could target. He would choose the people first. He would select the people who can be easily exploited, or he would find ways to exploit that person. He would gather information about him. For example, if he take a person, what he would do is that he would do a research on his Instagram, Facebook, everything, and just see what he likes, what he doesn't, what he favors the most, what he would do daily. Like people like update their task in Facebook, right? Some does. They update everything they do in the daily life. So it becomes a path for the exploiter to do so, and they then select the attack, what type of attack they could do. Then they start to get in touch with the attacker, with the victim. They engage with the victim if required. They do all sorts to get interaction with the victim. Then they start for a longer time. Like social engineering attacks aren't just for a minute. It takes even sometimes days, hours, even months. Like there are many attacks which took days to occur. And the last one is that doing all the process which he wants to do, like getting credentials or installing software, malicious software and everything, and then erasing everything, like covering his tracks and making it impossible to track himself. So coming to common types of social engineering attacks, we have a list here: phishing attacks, baiting attacks, pretexting attacks, wishing, smishing and piggybacking. There are many kinds of attacks which are not even listed here, but still these are the popular ones. So coming to phishing attacks. Phishing is a type of social engineering attack often used to steal user data, including login credentials and credit card numbers. It occurs when an attacker, masquerading a trusted entity, dupes a victim into opening an email, instant message or text message. The recipient is then tricked into clicking a malicious link, which can lead to installation of malware, the freezing of the system as a part of ransomware attack, or revealing some sensitive information. So next, moving to baiting attacks. Baiting is many ways similar to phishing. They are almost equal, but still, what is the difference between them is the types of social engineering that promises an item or a good that malicious actors use to entice victims. For example, they may leverage you free music or new movie downloads, for example, to trick users into handling their login credentials. For example, they may say that they would give you some free music app premium accounts by making you log in into their portal, and they might steal your passwords. So next, coming to pretexting, it is a form of social engineering in which an attacker tries to convince a victim to give valuable information or access to the system. What is the difference between phishing and pretexting is that here the attacker makes a story in order to fool the victim. So what happens here is that he first makes something like he creates a story, makes the user believe it, and then takes his action there. So coming to phishing, it is a fraudulent practice of making phone calls or leaving voice messages to be to in the form of like it's it is made like it is made to be sent from a it seems to be sent from a reputable company, but it is the attacker who did it in order to steal that passwords, get confirmation, and many other details. So coming to smishing, it is the practice of sending text messages similar to wishing, but still it is sending text messages instead of voice messages from a reputable company. Like you could even get messages like play casino, win amounts in lakhs, crores, everything comes under wishing. And the last one here in the list is piggybacking. Piggybacking is also called as tailgating sometimes, but what it actually means is that the person tags along with another person who is authorized to gain entry to a restricted part. Like for example, if you are if you are employee in office, you are given access to a part of the building. Then a person who doesn't have an access tags with you and joins you and comes with follows you behind without giving his access ID and moving inside the building with your access ID. This is called as piggybacking. So, like you can see in this page that the most dangerous social engineering attacks threats to organization. Most of it is due to the lack of the awareness of the employees. This needs to be taken care a lot. So, other than that, if you see, phishing is the most popular. Phishing is the like we could say that phishing is the most common attack where people get easily fooled, even though they know that there exists something called phishing. They still fall inside this trap because there are a hell of a lot of things which makes people believe that it happens. So you could see that there, and the more than phishing, the most important thing is lack of awareness. So employees need to be made sure that they are quite aware of what's happening and what should be taken and what should be made. For example, they even you can see that in most of the companies they don't allow employees to use pen drives. That's because a employee might take a pen drive with his phone on the ground and insert into his laptop. The pen drive may contain some information like software may contain some information it's legitimate, but still there are possibilities that it may contain some malware which could encrypt everyone. Like it could make a ransomware attack into the organization, or it could spread worms and viruses and make data breach in the company. So employees need to be make sure that they are aware. So next come in this chart, you can see it's phishing. So we would now you can see now I'll show you an example of phishing because I'm not an expert in it, but still there is an expert we have from CNN News, and you could.
What do you think of when I say the word hacker? Some creepy dude in a basement? Well, that's a misconception. What if I told you there's a class of hackers who don't just have social skills, they have more social intelligence than anyone you'll ever meet? David Kennedy is one of them. He's what's known as a social engineer, or a people hacker. His craft is to dupe you into doing things and sharing information you probably shouldn't.
Can I just get your credit card number?
Some use it for illegal activity. In David's case, companies pay him to find out if employees are leaving the company vulnerable. He and his team show us how it's done. Step 1. Spoof his number so it looks like he's calling from inside the company, and then call tech support.
Hello, you there? Hello?
Hi, this is Ken. How may I help you?
I was wondering if you can take a look at a website I'm trying to get to. It's for a big customer thing I'm working on for Monday, and I can't seem to get to the website from my computer.
Sure. What's the website? I'll see if I can get to it.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate the help. I mean, it could be a stupid thing. I'm really stuck with computers, but so it's www.survey. That's survey -pro.com.
Yeah, I got a prompt to open. I just clicked open, and I'm at the site now.
Here's what the IT guy doesn't realize. By clicking that link, he's just given David full access to his computer.
Whoa, okay, that's weird. I just hit it and it works. It seems like it's working fine now. Awesome. I don't know what you did, man, but I really appreciate the help.
Hey, no problem. That was easy.
That was it?
We're on his computer right now.
You were able to take over this guy's computer within, I would say, like under 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes, yeah. Under 2 minutes, took over his entire computer, and think of it as not just his computer, but it's pretty much a downfall of the entire company.
In this case, the company was paying David to hack them and see if their employees would fall for it. They did. To show you this demo, we agreed not to use the company's name. Kennedy hacks to protect. He's part of a growing number of hackers using this skill for good. Josh Corman's one of them too. He started a group to help bridge the gap between hackers and big companies.
Hacking is a form of power. Not surprisingly, as you walked into my house and saw all the Spider-Man stuff, I'm a big fan of the Stan Lee line of with great power comes great responsibility. We're coming to a point where the outside world, with a breach a week, a breach a day, affecting people's personal lives and national security, we got to grow up a bit and we need to be very deliberate about how we use that power.
Corman formed the group after his mom passed away.
She was my science teacher. She kind of taught me that darkness is the absence of light, cold is the absence of heat. You know, if you see something missing in the world, maybe it's our job to put it there. I think the world's going to be whatever we want it to be and whatever we make it. There are very, very bad people, which means it falls to the good people to try to fight it.
You feel like you have a very personal responsibility.
We have so much potential to shape our culture, our values, our safety. If not us, then who?
Now we will see a case study of Jet Airways. So what happened is that Jet Airways was impacted by a homoglyphic URL attack. So I will explain it. Wait. So which is a social engineering attack, where the users received messages stating that they would receive free flight tickets, but there was a catch. The users did not notice that there was a homoglyphic change in the letter I. The letter I was replaced. So this is the message which went viral in the WhatsApp, stating that viral hacking message on WhatsApp. This is the viral hacking message on WhatsApp. JetAirways.com airline is giving 2 free tickets to everyone to celebrate their 20th anniversary. Click here to get your link. So this was the link passed. Like in general, people don't read the full links. For example, even you can take yourself an example. So what you do is, if you log into Facebook, what you generally see is you see the first word FA and the last word. So you decide it's Facebook. Even in Google, you see G and E, and if you think it is Google, so you can read this. For example, you can read this. See, you can read this. Do you find this simple to read because of the phenomenal power of human mind? Most people do. What does this is that even though the words in the middle are jumbled or long, you could still read this because it is a power of human brain to act upon a text. Like that's why you read faster. Like you could see that in the when you grow up, you start to read text faster. That's because the human minds get adapted to things. They just see the first letter and the last letter and thus make it read. And this makes a way for you to enter the social engineering attack. So what happens when you read this? You can see that even though everything is jumbled, see DO, YOU must be there, but still you have YUO, FIND, FNID, and THIS you have DIHS. Even though all of these are misspelled, you can still read this. Same thing happens for URLs too. For example, you can see when you read this, you just see facebook.com, but actually it has 3 O's. Instead of 3 O's, if I even put 4 O's, you will still read it as facebook.com, or if I remove 1 O, you will still read it as facebook.com, because that's what human nature, that's the basic human nature. So you can see here. So as I said, homoglyphic attack. Actually, what homoglyphic attack means is that in cybernetic, small letter A has a Unicode of U plus 0430, but in Unicode it has something. It has a different hex value. You could see that Cyrillic and Latin has a different hex values, but still, even though if you see both are apple.com, but actually there is a catch. Here the A is a Cyrillic small letter E, but here it is Latin A. What humans see is that it's just apple.com, but they don't get to know that it's a homoglyphic attack. It's general, but still we need to be careful about it. having knowledge about it doesn't make ourselves weak. It's just a point to prove ourselves we are better in a way than others. So now I'm going to show you a practical implementation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a phishing URL of an Instagram page, embed it in an email and send it as an using some anonymous email senders, and see that and when I view that email as a general person, what I would do and what is the target of the victim and what he gets it. So let's here for a demo. So you could have already seen this page. This is actually a page sent in email from the Instagram, so official Instagram account. So what is this for? It is actually this is sent to notify you that a new device has been logged. A new device has been used to log in your account. When you log, like for example, if you see here Moto G5s Plus is a device in which an account has been logged on the date of June 12 and at 10:26 p.m. That's something old in which I logged in. So now, what we're going to do is, you could see here, I have the code here. So what you're going to, you can just open it. We're going to open it with live server. So you could see here when I click this link, what happens is that it moves to the Instagram official Instagram page. So what we are going to do is we are trying to manipulate it to some other link. So what we're going to do, we're just going there, right click, inspect element. So now, and I'm just going to select this. Like when I click secure account here, it moves to, it redirects to Instagram.com. So I am going to change it to some other link. So I just click here. I just got it. So right click, edit as HTML. Like now, instead of Instagram.com, we could try something like Google.com. And then click here. Now, so just close this. And now when I click here, it redirects to Google.com. So our aim is here. So what we need to do is this. Instead of Google.com, we are going to replace this link with our phishing URL. So now let's quickly see how to do it. So I'm going to move into my Kali. So this is the Instagram page. So I'm going to use a tool called Blackfish, which is my GitHub repository. So you can just type here Blackfish GitHub. And thanks to the author for providing such a good tool. Actually, it works. It's done by Google. It's very nice, and I use this. So for using this, we need something extra called ngrok, which will be done manually, automatically, but still it's safe for us to download ngrok. So you can just go to ngrok, search ngrok, you will get this. Click download. Just click download. Uh, download for Linux, then move it to your path. Then you will be providing on Togamini sign up. I have already done this, so I'll just skip this. And then at last you can just give for like ngdoc.help. Like I will show you a demo for that. Like /ng. So it provides you a big panel page. So this is the one you need to use for giving your auth token. And then when you give HTTP, it will just start tunneling. So we'll see in an example later. So now, just go give here, copy this now, and then just put git clone, and then paste this URL. I have already done this, so just paste it and then move it into your folder. So yeah, takes time. So now when you're done, we'll just start up. So first we'll get into the folder, then list everything. So first you need to give install.sh. I have already done that. Just give bash, just type bash install.sh, uh, and then there's nothing. We can just directly give / yeah, I missed something. Like just generally give chmod +x and then blackfish.py. Generally it is recommended because this is syntax executable. So when you provide this command, it changes to an executable. Just provide it and give enter, and now give /blackfish.py. You can start running it. It's for my introduction. Yeah, it's pretty good and fast enough. So I'll just will use the yes. Yeah. And this, yes. Thanks to our developers for creating such a good tool. So we are going to talk about Instagram. So let me take one Instagram, then ngrok. So if you miss that step, you will stuck to be sure that you move your ngrok here later, and then go here. So what we're going to do is we are going to redirect to this URL after creating our phishing page. So just Control C here and just put it Control phishing page, and then it will create everything. So we need to wait. That's it. And now, for example, when you see this, you copy this URL, paste it here. Let's do some other new tab. You could give something like test@gmail.com and password like this. This is my password, and then submit. Now it will redirect to the original page as we wish. The user would think that like this Instagram page and then some error occurred, so it's again redirecting and asking password. But what happened in the backend is something different. Like just go here, you can see here. This is my password. So like ignore my spelling mistake. I'm bad, but still it works. So now it's the same step, but we are going to repeat it again. So now create it. Why Instagram like Xerox, and now we're going to provide this link, Instagram link. It is starting in Xerox. Yeah, wait. Now when you got this link, as a user, when you see this link, you will never click this. Yeah, I am not a dumb idiot. Like just click here and give my credentials away. But still, I can manipulate people, like stating what I can do is I'll just go to some anonymous email. Like I'll use anonymous email. Yeah, that's something back already. Yeah, just click it. And we'll use some temporary email for testing sake. We'll go to tempmail.org. We'll get a mail. Sorry. Yeah, we'll just copy this link. We'll just go here. We'll just leave this as like that. Like you could change it, but still I don't wish to change it. Like you could put here Instagram.com, like check mail Instagram.com. I'll just put a subject here stating that Instagram login detected. And then now when I come to source here, I'll just paste the HTML code which I copied, which I showed you earlier. So now we saw that instead of Instagram.com, we gave Google.com and saw what happened. So now it's our task. It's now our time. We'll just go to VirtualBox. We'll just copy this link. That's what then we come to temp mail. Like wait, we'll go to VS Code first. Like instead of this, we'll just know everything here. Just paste this link. Copy the entire content. We'll just paste here. Yeah, you could get this code even for yourself. What you just need to do is just log in into a new device. You'll get a mail stating that you're logged in a new device. Then remove this part alone. Like, right, wait, I will teach you even that part. That's not a big deal. Just I'll get send mail. That's it. Uh, So the synthesis will go to temp mail. We'll just take it. Yes, we got it. So like you could replace this with something. I just was just a bit lazy to replace this, but still it works. Like you could go here, you could see that you got this. This is actually how the mail looks. So if you want to know how I got this, just right click as always, or you can use Control Shift I guess, like for yeah, just press the add like so. Yeah, just what you could do is just pull this, give this, and just tap on this. That's it. Tap on the body. You get the whole code, right? Close this. Like Like you just give edit as HTML, give a control A and a control C. For example, I could show you again. Like I'll go here. Like I could create something called and just paste it and put a save. I just sample.html. Okay. Just give a run. And now you could see that how I did this. Easy throw. Like we'll just come back to virtual box. So it's time and not to waste a lot. So just click it. What the user would see is I got something like there's a new login. So generally, as the human behavior, we just click this secure your account. Just click it. We don't want to. Generally, people don't notice this. What you just see is just like the Instagram page. It looks pretty official, right? Like still, it's an older version, so 2019, we live in 2021. Just even though past a decade, but still it looks familiar. So what is it? Generally, what I will do is put my name, my bad, my name at gmail.com. Then go like super secure password, like super secure, like something. Let it be bad. Just a moment, like what's wrong? Yeah, this is due to a small mistake we did earlier. Like we just click that link. So instead, but still, we got the point, right? We can create it again. Like you can go here. Uh, like not a big deal, right? You got the logic, right? You get the logic. How to create this? It's pretty simple. Just go here. Like at last, copy this link address. What happens is if you I can create this mail again if you want, but still it isn't an efficient way. But still, what I'll go here, just put this link here. What happens? You just know what happens theoretically. You just click this link and you get redirected to this page. So it's pretty simple. I'll just follow from here just to save some time. I'll put my name at gmail.com and then like super secret password. That's it. Like some spelling mistake might be there, but still don't mind. And just come here, let's see, and I'll get the password. That's it. Super secret password. Hope you learned a lot here. So talking about phishing, there is something you need to remember. There is a website called PhishTime, which logs every phishing URL ever generated, like not the end of one, but the one created with the domain name. You could see here it's India first.in, but still some idiotic things like the last and Firebase storage. Like you can see there will be some spelling mistake in everything, like tiny URL, ILRs. This could be some payment gateway link, but still it's a phishing page. And people have reported it this time. You could even just log in here and report here. It's for the city, and you could get a name like summarized by something like done it. So you could just give a try. So you can just click here if you want. You could see like most of the phishing pages be like for example you go with some like see Evernote, then you got some shop name, then like tiny URL. This is like the one we saw. Like, just go for the older. See. For the example, let's see, like Bitly, we have a Bitly one, we have like groupsneakers.com, some shoe website. Like this seems to be Amazon, right? Just zoom and show you. Like it seems like Amazon, but still it's ARNOZON. It's not Amazon. This is the one, and you can see here Amazon 0N. Like this is a part. So be careful with these links. Just uh, to the last part, how to spot a social engineering attack. So you could see you will get some unusual requirements like you could see someone asking you for some data which would be like a higher privilege to be shared. They would, for example, ask credit card details stating that you transfer 10,000 rupees to your account, but still they won't transfer 10,000 rupees. They would use in billions on your account. So if you are lucky enough and you have those that much amount of money, they will loot you. So usually they require for higher privileges and threatening with negative consequences is a major part here. And then like offering something like I told you, right? Like for example, now I told you 10,000 rupees to your account. this is something like offering something. And there are few things like it would be like you could see like pay 1 rupee and get an iPhone. It's like paying 1 rupee and getting iPhone is like a dream. Like it's actually great and happy enough, but still it's a phishing attack. You could see something too good to be true is always negative something impact. So being careful is all the people of hands. So just learn aware. Just Google some more than me or someone. Google is a greatest friend. It gives you immense knowledge. So thanks for your time. Thank you.